Welcome back to Drum Talk. Today, got a fun little video. We're talking about what would be the most you would want to spend on your first beginner drum kit. Kind of came to me by another YouTube channel, 65 Drums. Very good channel. Check out 65 Drums. Dustin talks all E-drum. We're not going to talk E-drums today. We're going to talk about acoustic drums, and there's a few different things to think about. You know, we're coming up to the holidays, and some parents may be thinking about what kind of drums should I get my kid. My kid's thinking about playing drums. I want to get him something, but we don't know if he's going to stick with the drums or not. You know, he may just play them for a little while and then quit. Well, when it comes to picking out drums, there's a few different ways you can go about it. My first suggestion would be to get the entry level. The reason why I say this is because usually when you buy an entry level kit, it will come with all the hardware that you need. Most drums do not come with all the hardware, so you have to end up buying them separate. For drummers who have been drumming for a while and they have their own hardware, that's not a problem. But for a beginner, you're going to have to think about the drums, plus there's hardware that you need for the drums. Most of these drums don't come with a stool or cymbals, a whole nother story. For the drums, like I say, I would stick with entry level. Entry level. If it's for your kid and your kid is showing a little interest in the drums, but you have no clue if they're going to play them or not, they may just sit there and he may play them for a month and then quit. I would get the most entry-level budget kit you can find. It will include everything you need, and your kid can learn how to play it, and it will last them beyond the point of whether they decide that, yeah, I like this hobby and I want to continue drumming and I have gotten a little better. And don't worry about it. Give them a couple of years on that entry-level kit. And if they're showing massive improvement, you can go ahead and you can step up to the next level. The drum kits in the entry-level line are very nice. You have the off-brands and you have the name brands. Now there's a lot of off-brands. I would not be afraid to get an off-brand, most entry-level kit that you can find for your kid who does not know how to play the drums. Let them learn on that. As they get better in a couple of years, they're showing some real improvement. Now they can actually play. Then you can step up to a name brand entry level. A name brand entry level is going to cost you about $600, $500. It's going to give you everything that you need. The cymbals are not going to be so great. Like I said, we'll talk about cymbals in a minute. So the other way that you can buy is literally just buy them a used drum kit. There are so many great used drum kits online. There is hundreds, literally hundreds of very good used drum kits online. And matter of fact, I bought all of my drum kits used. None of them were new. I've bought I have acquired 3 drum kits that I have built since then. And all 3 of these drum kits were used from parts that I have collected from online. So a fantastic way is to buy used. Now, again, when you buy a used kit, it's probably not, it may not come with the hardware. So if you know a thing or two about drums and you're gonna have to get a hi-hat stand, a snare stand, a cymbal stand. If you know what you're looking for, go ahead and get used, because you could find a great upper entry level kit for $400, and you can find some inexpensive. What you need really is just a hi-hat stand, a snare stand, and one cymbal stand, and a kick pedal. That'll get you started. One cymbal stand. All your kid really needs is just a hi-hat and a ride. And they can learn how to play the drums with that. Now, buying used, you have options. If you know a thing or two about the drums, you can buy used because you know what you're looking at. Every company has its kids level all the way up to professional touring level. They can go all the way from $300 to $8,000. Kind of learn what you're looking at. When you go online, just price low to high, and you can see. Pearl is a great company. The Pearl Roadshow is a fantastic entry-level drum kit. If you buy it new, it will include all the hardware, or you can find one used. I actually found some individual Pearl Roadshow drums used, and I collected them just because I was looking for certain sizes. And then I put those together with some hardware that I have chosen. Some lightweight hardware, which is nicer for gigging. The heavyweight hardware is nicer for like a permanent setup. Something that's going to sit at your house or sit at your church. If you're going to be carrying these things in and out of clubs, you want to go with the lightweight hardware. Cymbals takes a little bit of homework. You're going to need to kind of focus on like the three brands, Sabian, Zildjian, and Paiste. I don't own any Paistes. I own mostly Zildjian, and I have a couple Sabians. Sabian and Zildjian has their entry-level line. And I'll tell you what, I'm about to do a video on it because I've acquired some Zildjian ZBTs that are an entry-level cymbal. Surprisingly, pretty good sound. For what they are, for what you're going to spend on them, really a pretty good deal. You can find these cymbals used online. Go to Guitar Center, type in Zildjian Ride, price low to high, and you will find a whole bunch of used Zildjian rides in the entry-level line. Maybe cost you about $60 to $100 for a ride, and you're going to need a hi-hat pair, which could cost you up to $100 for the hi-hats. But if you get the entry-level line, they're much better quality than the cymbals that you're going to get with the Pearl logo on them. If you buy a Pearl Roadshow kit that comes with the cymbals are basically trash. You're going to want to use those cymbals for your kid just until the point to where they're learning how to play the drums. You're gonna want to swap them out with the better cymbal. That's pretty much about it. Really, it's just a lot of doing homework. You just got to sit down at the computer, think about a brand that you like, or just go with a off-brand. If your kid has no clue how to play the drums, get them an off-brand drum kit. Let them learn to play on that. Then you can move up to a quality Pearl entry-level roadshow kit. Ludwig also has the Accent kit. That's their entry level. The Ludwig Accent is a very nice kit for a beginner. And the Pearl Roadshow is fantastic. Or a complete kit with the hardware. If they can't play, get them a cheap thing. The cheapest thing you can find. Once they pick up how to play, don't worry about it. You didn't invest nothing into that. Now you can step up into something nicer. See, that's also a rewarding thing. All depending on how many hobbies the kid's into. If they don't have too many hobbies going on, they may play drums more. Once they learn how to play, it's rewarding to, now they're going to step up to a real drum kit. As they become older adults, they'll step up again into a middle of the road, really nice drum kit, to even down the road in life, a top of the line drum kit. I don't have any top of the line drum kits. Feel like I don't need that. All of my drums are really second level. I like the Pearl Export. The Pearl Export is a very, very nice quality kit. If you take a drum and you tune it right, you can take that $200 snare drum and you can make it sound like an $800 snare drum. There's really nothing to it. So thanks, gang. I hope that you have a good Thanksgiving. We got more videos on the horizon. I'm going to talk about some cymbals. I got some cymbals in. Some ZBT Zildjians that are going to be going to a practice studio, and we're going to talk about them. I've never had low budget cymbals before. Surprisingly, I'm going to give you my positive review in this upcoming video. So stay tuned. I got more coming real soon. Have a great holiday and be safe.